When it comes to doing wet on wet painting, I would have to say hands down, my favorite thing is doing black canvases. It just makes the colors pop. I actually find it easier to layer and the effects are just amazing and eye-catching. But to do black canvases in the wet on wet style, you need one key ingredient. That key ingredient is using liquid clear, but what if you can't find liquid clear? Or worse, what if it's not available in your area or country? Something I'm finding out quite often on this YouTube channel. Luckily for you, I got you covered. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna show you an awesome Bob Ross liquid clear alternative. In fact, I'm actually gonna show you an alternative to the alternative. That way I don't have to deal with any of the harsh comments. Let's go. Hey, what's up all you beautiful and creative people? Wild here, helping you become bigger and better in your creative adventures. If this is your first time here, we do a lot of how-tos, tips, tutorials, hacks, tips and tricks, all that fun stuff with amazing hair, by the way. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below and tick that bell because I want to make sure that I can help you grow. When it comes to Bob Ross Liquid Clear, no doubt it's my favorite of the Bob Ross products for so many different reasons. It's just straight up a versatile product that I recommend everybody try out at least once so you know what the capabilities of this product is. Link down in the video description if you want to get it. But what if you can't get this anywhere? Or worse, like we said, what if they don't even offer it in your region or area or country? Something I've found out strongly on this YouTube channel. Well, my friends, that's where Winsor Newton linseed oil comes in super strong for you. So what is linseed oil? Linseed oil is a traditional medium for oil painting. It's extremely popular for artists who want to slow the drying process and get more working time with their paints, which is perfect for what we're trying to achieve on the wet on wet painting process. Essentially, linseed oil is going to mimic the same effects that we're trying to achieve with liquid clear. Just like liquid clear, linseed oil is a pale, low viscosity, slow drying medium that'll also increase the gloss and transparency of your paints. And it's because of these traits that make it a perfect substitute or alternative for liquid clear. To use linseed oil, you treat it the exact same way you would liquid clear if you're watching a Bob Ross tutorial or any one of my videos. If you're still lost on how to use something like this, I've got a few videos on liquid clear. Just replace the words liquid clear with linseed oil and you're good to go. All right, time for the big question. If linseed oil, which is much cheaper, is a perfect substitute for an expensive Bob Ross liquid clear, why even buy Bob Ross liquid clear? Well, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think Bob Ross liquid clear is a superior product. It is better in my opinion. Now, I don't know exactly why, because the makeup and consistency of liquid clear is different. It has things like probably like Venetian terpenoid in there, maybe even some like stand oil. I don't know the recipe of liquid clear, but it's made up of just a few things, but I don't know what those are. But whatever they are, they actually make for a better consistency that holds onto paint slightly better than using just linseed oil. Also, I've not been painting for enough years to know if liquid clear will yellow over time. If you've ever seen a Bob Ross painting in person, maybe you can answer this question. Liquid clear, I don't know if it yellows over time, whereas linseed oil will yellow over time. So that's something you have to think about if you plan on doing professional art. But yellowing of painting is kind of a common thing, so don't let that deter you from using a product like linseed oil. Some other key differences about linseed oil versus liquid clear is, to me, liquid clear smells a lot better. Something that may matter to you if you have a sensitive nose. Goes back to those additives that may be in there, stand oil, Venetian terpenoids, things like that. Also, liquid clear is a lot thicker, and I don't mean it's thick overall. It actually has the texture and consistency, I would say, more like a very warm honey that flows across the bottle. Whereas linseed oil kind of is the same thing, but it's a lot more liquid or a lot more watery. Still fantastic, but make sure you notice that for when you're applying it to your canvas or your paints and how it's going to affect the flow of your paints. Now, if you can't find liquid clear, linseed oil is a great substitute. I've been using it for a number of years for different reasons, including the foundation of my black canvases as a replacement for liquid clear. Now, a bottle of linseed oil, depending on the size, will run you anywhere between like 8 USD to 20 USD. Did you a favor and put links down in the video description below? Clicking through those help my channel out, so thank you very much. But what if you can't get linseed oil? All right, I got you covered there. I've got an alternative for the alternative. If you can't find linseed oil, that is where I'm gonna recommend walnut oil, which is a great medium for oil painting, which runs in around the same price. Depending on the bottle, you'll see it's somewhere between $20 and $30. These are sold sometimes in bigger containers, and it's a great medium and a great substitute for liquid clear or linseed oil. Now, the nice thing about walnut oil is it has a less of a yellowing effect, but it still oils, but it has more of a shiny gloss effect that some of you may love. I will do a video on walnut oil because it's kind of like a hidden treasure of painting mediums that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I'm gonna put links to walnut oil also down in the video description below, so that way you have these substitutes or these alternatives out there that you can pick and choose. But if you can get it, I still recommend trying liquid clear. You need it as a base, so that way you have a common denominator, so you know exactly what the capabilities of liquid clear are, so that way you can branch off to all these different types of mediums and have some fun. If you want to know more about liquid clear, how to apply it, all the cool things it can do, all that fun stuff, done videos on that. I'm gonna pop them over here to the side. Check those videos out. And as always, I'm always here to help you grow. Stay safe, keep those brushes wet, and of course, peace.